Hi there. It is a beautiful day out here today in the fall in November in zone 4-5 Michigan, mid-Michigan, and oh, I love this. I love like walking through the grass and finding the beautiful leaves that are still on the ground. They're so pretty. And then you walk out in the garden and you might get like a little surprise like this beautiful white hydrangea. And you might get some little surprises like this. A bunch of plants that you got on clearance that you intended on giving to your mom and just never got a chance to doing. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna overwinter these plants, which I do. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. That's a new one actually. I think this is the rainbow. Yeah, Sunseeker Rainbow Echinacea. We are going to plant all of these in my raised garden beds. I do this every year with the plants that I just don't get to plant. And then that following spring, I take them out of my raised garden bed and usually put them somewhere in my yard. And it's kind of like shopping in your own yard. I love it so much. So anyway, I'm gonna get my shovel and I could probably walk all these over there, and I'll take you over to the raised garden bed. There's also a couple other plants that I've seen that volunteered or reseeded themselves, some fountain grass up front that I want to dig up and get those planted in my raised garden beds because I think I want to give those to my mom as well. Yeah, we'll just be out here enjoying this beautiful sunny day. The neighbors are mowing their lawns and I'm out here gardening in November. Let's go. This is my raised garden bed, and the past 2 years I've just planted cut flowers in here. I used to do vegetables, but as the years go on, these tall trees up here have just provided more and more shade over here. And then also I deal with bunny rabbits and sometimes deer that eat the crop, so I just kind of gave up on the vegetables for a few years. Either way, I use these little areas here to plant up all my spare plants that I don't get planted during the growing season. So I have that one that's already all cleaned out. I'm going to start planting them in there, and then I might even pull out those zinnia while I'm here. I don't really know. We'll see. I have some celosia I could come in here and cut, but I kind of want to just leave it and see what happens. Sometimes when I leave stuff, it comes back for me or it reseeds itself. But let's get these planted in the ground right over here. I also found some of these sedum that I never planted, and you can see they got little tiny sedums down there. So they're still living, they're just really dry. I'm gonna throw these in the ground as well. Okay, I've got a couple of Hosta here, and honestly I think this Hosta I overwintered from last year. It's called Island Breeze, and the bunnies just kept eating it, so I never planted it. This one I just got recently for $5, I think. It's called Trendsetter. Get that in. Some of these desperately need water as well. Then I've got a Daisy May daisy and then a forget-me-not Victoria Rose. So let's get those in the ground. Go get the hose as well. And then I'll keep the tag in here so I can remember what it was. And I'm gonna go grab the hose so I can water these in. I prefer to put the water in the hole. So dry. Get these little sedums in there. These big, I got 4 of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Some water in there. They're really dry, so I'm gonna let it kind of soak. These things are pretty hardy though too. The sedum. They probably would have survived just letting them sit out in the open there. Okay. Get the other stuff. I've got 3 geranium, 3 heuchera, and then an echinacea and something else. So think I can fit them all in here. Let's try to fit them all in here. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. That'll work. I'm gonna get some water on these while we're waiting. It's so dry. Now I'm up here in my front and I have some little volunteer fountain grass I thought I would dig up. I'm assuming it's coming from this big Himalayan fountain grass. There's a few more down here, so like there's one and here's a couple little ones I could put together, and then there's one right there, and then a couple of little ones right in there. So I'm gonna dig all those out. And I thought there was another one. Oh yeah, there's some right down in here. See all those little Fountain grasses are there. So I'm gonna dig those up, put them in my beds, and save it for the spring. Okay, there's one. And then I'm gonna go grab this one down here. I'm always kind of scared to come down here because one time I lifted up a pot and there was like 3 snakes underneath it down here. Scared the crap out of me. Don't do this. And then I'll pull these ones out. But we might as well go plant them, and then, you know, their mom might want them, or I might want to put them somewhere. I was just thinking of something as I was walking by. Since I have so many of them, it might be cool to stick a couple in these pots. I don't know. Maybe not. That'd be cool. Yeah, I kind of like it. Just shove it right down in there. That's cute. And then I'll put a couple in the other pot. Cute. Yeah, I like it. And I also cleaned out my zinnias. I know those won't reseed, they'll for sure die. But now I've got all this space in case I run into any more deals at the stores. I can scoop something up and plant something in here. Might even do some bulbs in here, I was thinking. I did go to the store the other day at the Myers grocery store there, and they had 50% off all the bulbs. That was before Halloween, so usually after Halloween, if they still have bulbs left, they go like 75% off. So I did scoop some up because they had the Gladiator Allium, and I really loved my Gladiator Allium last year, so I for sure want to get more. But I'm gonna go back and see if they have any more that are cheaper. We'll see. But if not, I've got all this extra space to plant more perennials or separate plants if I want to. So we'll see. Well, that's about it for today. We have 4 free Hemlin fountain grasses. We have a forget-me-not, the Victoria Rose, we have a Daisy May, amazing daisies, the what's it called, Rainbow Sunseekers. We have 3 of the pink geranium, 1 of the Campanula Dixon's Gold, 3 of the plum pudding heuchera, a Trendsetter Hosta, and a Island Breeze Hosta. Oh wow, look at that. It's all cleaned up. Well, that's about it for today. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me out here in the garden, just kind of soaking up this warm fall that we're having, and pretty soon I got to get out here, like I said, and plant those bulbs that I bought. And then I got to clean up all my terracotta pots that are out here in the garden, get those somewhere safe for the winter time. And then I might actually go around and take care of some of my big Hosta that just recently melted. I also have to pull out the annuals that melted, like my begonias finally bit the dust here. So I do want to go around and pull out all the annuals. Some of them still look good, like the euphorbia down there. The euphorbia still looks good, so that's kind of crazy. But I do want to go around, pull all that stuff out, because it does get kind of nasty in the springtime if you leave it, and it's just one less thing that you have to clean up. But for now, we will say bye, and I hope that I'll see ya next time. Bye.